Hey there, fellow money savers and benefits recipients. Today's video is going to be a game changer for millions of Americans receiving Social Security and SSI benefits. Have you been wondering about those double payments everyone's talking about for January 6th? Well, you're in the right place because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about these massive $895 and $2,000 payments heading your way. Before we dive deep into these life-changing details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on crucial updates about your benefits and financial news. Let's cut right to the chase. January 6th is shaping up to be a monumental day for Social Security and SSI beneficiaries. You might be asking yourself, why are we getting double payments? The answer lies in a unique calendar situation and some recent policy adjustments that have created this perfect storm of financial benefits. But don't worry, I'm going to explain everything in simple terms that everyone can understand. First, let's talk about why these double payments are happening. Due to January 1 street falling on a holiday, followed by a weekend, the payment schedule has shifted, creating this unusual situation where some beneficiaries will receive multiple payments on January 6th. But here's the really interesting part: not everyone will receive these double payments, and I'm going to help you figure out if you're eligible. Are you wondering if you're one of the lucky recipients? Stay tuned, because I'm about to break down the exact criteria. The $895 payment specifically targets SSI recipients, and this amount represents the new maximum federal SSI payment for 2024, which has been adjusted for inflation. But what makes this particular payment special is that some recipients will receive two of these payments in January, effectively getting $1,790 in a single month. Isn't that amazing? This double payment situation is crucial for budgeting purposes, and I'll explain why you need to plan carefully despite this temporary windfall. Now, let's address the $2,000 payment that's generating so much buzz. This payment is particularly relevant for certain Social Security beneficiaries, and it's important to understand how it differs from the SSI payments. The key question here is, how do these payments work together, and who exactly qualifies for each? I'm going to break down the specific eligibility requirements that determine whether you'll receive one, both, or neither of these payments. Something that's crucial to understand is how these payments fit into the broader context of Social Security's 2024 Cost of Living Adjustment, COLA. The 3.2% increase for 2024 has already been factored into these payments, but do you know how this affects your specific situation? I'll explain how the COLA impacts these January payments and what it means for your benefits throughout the rest of the year. Many of you have been asking about state supplements and how they affect these payments. Here's the thing: depending on which state you live in, you might be eligible for additional funds on top of these federal payments. I'm going to walk you through how state supplements work and which states offer the most generous additional benefits. Wouldn't it be great to discover you're eligible for even more support than you thought? Let's talk about the timing of these payments. While January 6th is the big day for many recipients, some of you might receive your payments on slightly different dates. I'll explain the complete payment schedule and help you understand exactly when to expect your money. This is particularly important for those of you who receive both Social Security and SSI benefits. Your payment schedule might be more complex than you realize. One aspect that often confuses beneficiaries is the difference between various types of Social Security payments. Did you know that there are distinct payment schedules for retirement benefits, disability benefits, and SSI? I'm going to clarify these differences and explain how they might affect your January payments. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for proper financial planning. Here's something many people don't realize: these double payments in January could affect your February payment schedule. Are you prepared for this adjustment? I'll provide some practical advice on how to budget effectively during this period to ensure you're not caught off guard by the payment schedule changes in the following month. For those of you receiving disability benefits, there are some special considerations to keep in mind. The interaction between SSDI and SSI can be complex, especially during months with unusual payment schedules like January 2024. I'll explain how these programs work together and what you need to know if you're receiving benefits from both programs. Let's address a common concern: will these double payments affect your eligibility for other benefits? Many of you worry about how these increased January payments might impact other assistance programs you rely on, such as SNAP benefits or Medicare. I'll explain how these double payments are treated for eligibility purposes and what you need to know to protect your other benefits. Something that's particularly relevant for new beneficiaries: if you've just started receiving Social Security or SSI benefits, your payment schedule might be different from long-term recipients. Are you new to these programs? I'll explain what you need to know about the payment schedule and how it might affect you differently than those who have been in the system longer. Here's an important aspect that often gets overlooked: how these payments affect tax reporting. Even though we're just starting 2024, it's crucial to understand how these January payments might impact your tax situation for the year. I'll provide some guidance on tax considerations and record-keeping practices you should follow. Let's talk about direct deposit versus paper checks. If you're still receiving paper checks, you might experience slightly different timing for these January payments. Have you considered switching to direct deposit? I'll explain the benefits of electronic payments and how they might affect the timing of your January benefits. For those of you who are representative payees for Social Security or SSI recipients, there are special responsibilities you need to be aware of regarding these double payments. I'll outline what you need to know about managing these increased benefits on behalf of another person and any special reporting requirements that might apply. Here's something practical: what's the best way to use these double payments? While it might be tempting to spend the extra money immediately, I'll share some smart strategies for managing these funds effectively. Would you like to know how to make the most of this temporary increase in benefits? Let's discuss some common mistakes people make when receiving double payments and how to avoid them. Are you prepared to handle this larger than usual sum of money? I'll provide practical tips for avoiding financial pitfalls and making wise decisions with these increased benefits. For those of you who receive Medicare along with your Social Security benefits, there are some important considerations regarding premium deductions and how they might affect these January payments. I'll explain how Medicare premiums are handled during months with unusual payment schedules and what you need to know about your coverage. Something that's particularly relevant for married couples: how do these double payments affect households where both spouses receive benefits? I'll explain the implications for couples and how to effectively manage household finances when both partners are receiving these increased January payments. Let's address some common questions about back payments and adjustments. If you're due any back payments from Social Security or SSI, how will these be affected by the January payment schedule? I'll explain how the system handles various types of adjustments and what you can expect if you're owed any additional funds. Here's an important topic: what should you do if your payment amount seems incorrect? I'll provide step-by-step guidance on how to verify your payment amount and what actions to take if you believe there's an error. Knowing how to address payment issues is crucial for protecting your benefits. Let's talk about the future of Social Security and SSI payments. While these January double payments are exciting, what can we expect for the rest of 2024 and beyond? I'll share some insights into potential changes and developments in these benefit programs that might affect future payments. For those of you who receive other types of federal benefits along with Social Security or SSI, I'll explain how these January payments might interact with your other benefits. Understanding these interactions is crucial for maintaining all your benefits and avoiding any complications. Here's something practical: how can you use online tools and resources to track your payments? I'll guide you through the various digital platforms and services available to help you monitor your benefits and stay informed about payment schedules and amounts. Let's discuss emergency preparedness. What should you do if there's an issue with your January payments? I'll provide information about contact numbers, online resources, and steps to take if you encounter any problems with your benefits during this unusual payment period. For those of you who travel or live abroad part of the year, there are special considerations regarding these January payments. I'll explain how international banking and residency requirements might affect your ability to receive these benefits and what you need to know to ensure smooth payment delivery. Here's an important reminder about fraud prevention. Unfortunately, scammers often target benefit recipients, especially during periods of increased or unusual payments. I'll share essential tips for protecting yourself from fraud and identifying legitimate communications about your benefits. Let's talk about record keeping. What documents should you maintain regarding these January payments? I'll provide guidance on organizing your financial records and maintaining important benefit-related documentation for future reference. For those of you who work while receiving benefits, I'll explain how these January payments interact with earned income limits and what you need to know about reporting requirements during months with unusual payment schedules. As we wrap up this comprehensive guide to January's double payments, remember that staying informed about your benefits is crucial for financial security. Have you found this information helpful? Don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who might benefit from this important information. Before you go, let me remind you one more time to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We're constantly updating our content with the latest information about Social Security, SSI, and other beneficial programs that could impact your financial well-being. Do you have specific questions about these January payments? Drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to address them in upcoming videos. Until next time, take care and make sure you're prepared for these significant January payments.